we've got our opening stories.
A pandemic special.
Climate change. Yeah. Story
Climate
comes from,
change, huh?
Well, it's climate change and pandemic. It's one and the same.
Fun.
So this is CBSNews.com, and the headline here: Florida county sees spike in deadly infections caused by flesh-eating bacteria. Flesh-eating in parentheses. After Hurricane Ian. Wow. CBS News going with the flesh-eating bacteria in the headline. Let's hear a little bit about it. Recovery efforts are underway in southwestern Florida as communities face a range of new challenges in the aftermath of Hurricane Ian, along with the property damage that rendered homes inhabitable and displaced thousands of residents. People across the state are grappling with environmental hazards that could pose serious health risks or health threats. In Lee County, where Ian made landfall on September 28th as a Category 4 hurricane, officials say storm surges and subsequent flooding led to a spike in potentially dangerous or deadly infections caused by Vibrio vulnificus, a species of bacteria found in warm, brackish water that typically comes in contact with humans through raw or undercooked seafood. It can also enter the body through cuts and other open wounds and can cause severe skin infections that may be life-threatening, according to the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. There it is. The CDC at it again. It's the next scary thing happening.
Yeah.
Yeah. Vibrio.
This is an interesting one because we've been hearing about this flesh-eating bacteria for about 9 months, I want to say.
Well, in Florida in particular seems to have something going around that makes people want to eat flesh.
Yeah, I mean,
going back a few years,
that's a
actually.
long time call back to the bath salts incident. Yeah, but this flesh-eating bacteria, this started popping up just about a year ago when the sort of COVID hysteria first showed signs of calming down. It was one of the first kind of like, don't
rest on your laurels. You got flesh-eating bacteria.
Yeah, like don't get too relaxed, folks, because if COVID doesn't get you, the flesh-eating bacteria will. But it's, and it was like, a child who entered a swamp got it, and then somebody got it at a beach in Texas or something.
Right.
But yeah, of course, it's during these natural disasters that there's lots of opportunities to come in contact with exotic new, microbes. And, it's another chance for Joe Biden's famous, hurricane advice, which is the best way to survive a hurricane. Get vaccinated.
Yeah. He was right. He's been right about a lot. He's like a mini Alex Jones, this Joe Biden guy.
Isn't that weird?
The article continues here. Vibrio vulnificus is informally described as a flesh-eating bacteria because primary infections of the skin can devolve quickly into necrotizing fasciitis. They're fascists. A rare condition that causes tissue breakdown and at times requires amputation to prevent a further spread. Yeah, they need more people with amputations to build the cyborg class, Oh, jeez.
I mean, that is an interesting, if you want to get freaky deaky with it, that is an interesting way to go. Yeah, you've got a terrible disease that makes amputation rates go up, right. And then you swoop in with the answer.
Yeah.
Cyborg arms.
Yeah, well, the technology's there. Might as well. The infection itself, whether acquired through food or direct contact with contaminated water, quote, has the potential to cause severe illness or death, the Lee County Health Department said in a news release posted on October 3rd. Then it goes into some more detail that we don't necessarily have to. Oh, this one part I do want to mention. Quote, sewage spills, like those caused from Hurricane Ian, may increase bacteria levels, the statement continued. As the post-storm situation evolves, individuals should take precautions against infection and illness caused by Vibrio vulnificus. So the sewage surveillance aspect of this is also to be noted, because it's the sewage spills after the storm that's causing this rise of flesh-eating bacteria.
Yeah. Yeah, and I could see somebody scoffing at, only 6 people have died. Well, remember, the monkeypox was declared a
Health
public
emergency.
health emergency when I believe it was 6 people got it
like
in
that
the U.S.
6. They got to get that 3 6s in a row if they really want to roll out.
Keep an eye out for the last 6. Yeah, right. Yeah. Well, that's very interesting. And of course, we're still keeping our producers over there in Florida in our prayers because, the what's the word? I don't know. The damage, the ongoing impact of the storm, of course, isn't over. The news coverage may be over for us who are not there, but of course, there's a long road ahead before things even start to look, go back to normal over there. Yeah. Okay.
So just keep in mind, folks, these deadly flesh-eating bacteria,
it will kill.
Will kill. And this really is, the reason why I did the pandemic special and climate change. It truly is a template, you can say, for a climate-related pandemic, just in general. It's just like, the climate, we didn't address climate change, so the climate does its thing, and then we have this bacteria unleashed, and we have another pandemic, and it's all connected, So yeah, get your shots. So there you go.